Watch this video and see if you can notice anything
Hello, 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 Lewis Schaffer. I don't know if I'm back, but I'm here. I don't know if I'm here, but I'm back, but I'm here. I don't know if I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. I'm here. I don't know if I'm here, basically. Thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you, Mark Shanks. Archie is here. Zingo. Mark. Therosian. Claire is here. Simon. Claire is here. Simon, yes. Kerry is here. We've got 23 people watching. Thank you for coming in here. Thank you. DSP. DSP. What's for tea? I've already had my tea. Thank you very much. I'm still a bit tired, even though you can nap. I'm still a bit tired, even though you can nap. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for thank you so much for thank you. Let's go to there. So thank you for coming. Anyway, so I haven't had that busy day, but I went to the. I had that busy day. I woke up. I had to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to get tests at the hospital. The hospital's trying to kill you. I mean, tests at 7 o'clock. I'm not up. It's like the old jazz guy says. It's like the old jazz guy says. It's like the old 10 o'clock in the same day. 10 o'clock. Didn't realize it. Because when you work a late hour, anyway, I don't even work. Because when you work a late, I'm not working tonight, so it looks like my days at GB News is over. So that's 2 weeks. GB News is over. I sent them a message last week. I didn't send them a message this week. Maybe if they don't want me, they don't want me. Okay, there you go. Can you hear me, everybody? They don't want me. Did you hear that little bit just there or no? Did you hear that? Did you hear that bit? Hello, everybody. Tell me if you can hear me. Hello, everybody. I'm here by myself. You can hear me. My producer is off to work. My caring, loving producer is off. He likes being right. That's what all kids do. Especially a kid who was raised by his mother. He wants to be right. A kid, especially about me, he wants to be right. And I'll tell you what the results about my tests are. I'll tell you what the results about me. I'm going to try to take it easy. I can't take it easy. I'm going to try to take it easy. I can't take it easy. I've had high blood pressure since I was 22 years old. This is the story. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, right? Yes. Can you hear me? Okay, echo, echo, echo. That means there's something on this line. Okay, echo, echo. Don't go anywhere. There's something on this line. Okay, echo, echo. Don't go anywhere. I see. Okay. Okay, I'm just figuring this thing out. Maybe I'll never figure it out. Okay, Shanks, thank you very much. Thank you. Can you hear me now? Yes or no? Put yes. Can you hear me? This thing is not going down. Okay, sorry about the echo. Echo is good. It's now good. Okay, thank you, Maltese Phil. Thank you, Vantanized Music. Thank you, David B. This thing is it's not going down automatically. I constantly have to do this. I don't know, loud and clear. Okay, so you missed the first part then. The first part, okay. The echo is gone. That was my fault. Because I've got to press, I'm on one screen and then another screen. He set it up for me. I didn't understand it before I had my TIA anyway. I don't know. But thank you very much for listening to this. Hello, Russ. Thanks for coming. Okay. Hello, Kerry. Hello, Joe is in the house, and Alex. All the people are here. All the people are here. So let's tell you what's been going on. 7 a.m., yes. So I had to wake up at 7 a.m. because I had to be at the hospital at 8:15, but I read 8 o'clock, so I got there at 8. I got there at 7:30, so I had to sit in the Costa. I had a cup of tea, and had a cup of tea with milk at the Costa. And I'm trying to eat more normally, which is like horrible, which I'm not going to eat more normally. I'm just eating for I had a bagel today. I had a bagel yesterday. That's what I think about bagels. I'm not going to. I had 2 test results today. I spoke to the doctor today, which is really good. It was good. I mean, obviously some horrible incidents. I went into King's College Jubilee ward to have a carotid artery test. That's these 2 things here. Okay. I'm not meant to be having these stresses. Exactly. I'm not meant to. And so I'm waiting, and then I go up. I figure, listen, I'm going to forget that I'm in England. I'm going to go and speak to the lady as if I'm in America. And I said, hey, what's going on? And she says, oh, you're not even supposed to be here. I was at the wrong, I should have been at the Cheney Center. Cheney. So walk down there, and then I got a test for these arteries, and I had a previous location. I had a brain scan. I had an MRI. And then next week I'm going to get an echocardiogram. They're pulling all the stops. I did not have cardiac arrest. What I had was, this is what I think I had, based on all the information that I've gathered. I've had high blood pressure since I was 22 years old, probably earlier. I'm like seething with anger. I don't know whether you could tell how angry as a person I am, how I'm like preparing for the worst, how I think the worst is coming, how I think people are horrible, how I think I'm horrible, whole thing. And I think that that's put pressure on my brain. The doctor, on the other hand, thinks I should stop being on a carnivore diet. Okay. Hulk Hogan has died. He was the fittest 70-year-old. He wasn't 70 years old, Hulk Hogan. How old was Hulk Hogan? Anyway, so this is the results. I'm going to tell you partial results. Is that my arteries are okay, but there is calcification in them. I'm at 30% calcification. Okay, 30%. He was 71. Oh my. Well, guess how old Lewis Schaffer is? He's 68. I said 28. He's 68 years old. So it can happen to anybody. I hope I don't die. I appreciate the love you've given me. But I've got 30% calcification in my arteries, which is not good. I have not been a perfect carnivore. I haven't been. I've been eating between 50 and 125 grams of carbs. And I think that that's really bad. I'm feeling bad. I'm not feeling bad physically. I'm feeling like I'm a bit depressed. I'm thinking the whole world is collapsing. He had years of steroid abuse. Hello, Kerry Mack. Okay, you don't have to ask me how am I doing, but I appreciate that, Kerry Max. I think I'm doing basically the right stuff. I've lost a lot of weight. I mean, I used to be. If you've seen the pictures of me, you know how horrible I was. The weather was really depressing today. It's still really depressing today. But and for weeks I've had trouble doing stuff. All the stuff that I need to do, that I'd like to do. We need you, Lewis. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. I have not been able to do things. I mean, have you gone through a period of time where you just couldn't do anything? Maybe I'm depressed. I mean, when I was 35 years ago, pulse is 80. So what is 80 times 135? Multiply those two numbers. But blood sugar is still too high. I mean, I can't give any advice anymore. Maybe this is a good thing for me, is I can't be telling you people what you need to do, I think. Here's my knee. Maybe that's what I need to do. Why don't I eat vegetables? I don't eat vegetables because humans are, because they're bad for my stomach. They're not digested. They've got lots of ingredients in them that make you want to not eat them. They've got anti-nutrients in them to stop you from eating them. They've got ingredients like caffeine, say, or lectins, all this stuff that they have that make us not want to eat vegetables. So I decided I'm just going to eat raw meat and raw eggs. And I mean, I've been pretty good, but I have not been good enough. I had a bagel today. I had a bagel, or even 2 bagels yesterday. That was so wrong. That was so wrong. Lewis, you just need to look after yourself and figure out what works for you, what makes you feel good. Yeah. Yeah, basically. The problem is you go to the hospital, which is I went to the hospital, and you get sent on a journey of tests, and I think that that's not healthy. And plenty of sleep too. So I woke up. I didn't sleep practically at all last night. I mean, I tried to sleep. I maybe slept 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that, less than that. And had to wake up at 7. Get there at 7:30. Leave there about 10:30. Came home and took a nap. Surely everything in moderation. No. I don't believe in moderation, Lynn Carson. I know everybody does. That's a religion I don't believe in. Yeah. No, you're not here. You're not here for that. Well, what are you here for then? I mean, that's what you're going to get with Lewis Schaffer. You might get health advice. Okay? Did your body want bagels? Or you thought you should eat them? I wanted them because they were delicious. And I was thinking to myself, I'm so depressed that I went out and bought some bagels. I bought some salami. So I had a salami with mustard, kind of like in New York, toasted bagel. You have to have toasted bagels. To be honest, if you're able to eat a highly processed bagel, I think you can add fruit or vegetable to your diet. I do not think I am capable of eating a highly processed bagel. I don't think that. I think that was bad. That was bad of me. I don't know. Do you think that they know about high blood pressure and whether that causes strokes? Do you think they know what causes high blood pressure? Is it the high blood pressure that causes it, or is it, kidney disease that causes it? All the different tests send you in the worrying journey. You may not even realize you're worrying. Yes. Yeah. I'm worried. I was worried. I am worried. I am worried. I love bagels too, but we don't eat them. Salt can cause high blood pressure. And salt also cannot cause high blood pressure. I mean, if you Google that, does salt cause high blood pressure? They'll say yes. And then you look closely and they say no. A lot of people are not affected by salt. Primary reason for you being here is your good company, not just health advice. I'm not giving you health advice, but I mean, it is important to me. I mean, it is important. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, this guy's a liar. This guy's a liar. He just had a TIA. Why is he having a TIA? And I'm going to tell you something. You might be right. You might be right. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I don't eat as low carbs as I should. I'd like to have a keto diet, which is like 20 grams of carbs a day, but I have 100, which is considered low carb, but it's not good. It's not good enough. That might be causing calcification. They've done the tests on this. We'll see. We'll see. The tests. I'm not even sure about the tests. Yeah. Thank you, Kerry. I'm here to listen to you, Lewis. Now, I don't care what you talk about. Well, I try to talk about something that's interesting to me and interesting to the people out there. We live in a very dangerous world, and I'm quite concerned. And then yesterday, did I tell you, I saw that documentary on Mesopotamia, which is Iraq and Iran and that place over there in Kuwait, whatever. And it was like so depressing. The whole thing was depressing. You don't need to be depressed. You don't need to be depressed. Thank you. You Galactus, Warmelian. I need dating advice. Going on a first date on Sunday. Play it cool. I would say no. I mean, I don't know. We can talk about that. Is your dating advice? Should you play it cool? But bagels are fattening or not? They are extremely fat. This is what I believe. I don't know. Can you believe me anymore? Don't even believe myself. Bagels are fattening or not. I always thought bagels were good for losing weight. And then someone at work the other day told me they were fattening. They're fattening. I can't get a straight answer from Google. Yeah, I'll give you. Is it fattening? If you eat a small amount of bagels, you're not going to get fat. Unfortunately, bagels are moreish. They have starch in it, and they make us want to eat more. I had 2 bagels yesterday because the taste of bagels go into every cell, and they say eat more carbs, eat more carbs. Bagels are fattening. Then again, the people who ate bagels back in the day, the Jews in Poland, which is where they came from, we gave you that. You can Google that. They didn't get fat because they were starving to death. But later on, they got fat. Hitler actually said that called diabetes a Jewish disease. So when people started to eat it in the cities of Germany and Poland, whatever, they got fat. 1 bagel, probably not, but all 5. Bagels have like 200 calories, so you can't get fat with them. But they can be an incentive to eat. And that's what the problem is with bagels. The incentiveness. They incentivize food. Also, I'm against carbs. I think it causes calcification. But I've been told I've got 30% calcification. And I've gotten that in the past 5 years. I had tests 5 years ago where I had 0 calcification. Now I've got 30% calcification. If you eat 10 bagels a day every day, it won't do you well, all the calories. If you're overconsume, you get fat. More processed foods higher in sugar, especially fat and sugar together, are moreish. Well, I don't know if fat is moreish, but fat and sugar together are not good. I try not to eat fat and sugar together because your body can only either process sugar at one time or fat at one time. This is what I believe. 200 calories in a bagel, the same as 2 Kit Kats. No, same as 2 Kit Kat bars or one of these Kit Kats. Because I had a Kit Kat bar yesterday too. Yeah, very bad. Genetics cause high blood pressure. Lifestyle adds to it. Well, could be. I mean, my blood pressure is high, and I've taken genetic tests, and I've got 5 markers for blood pressure. So it could be genetic. It could be genetic. But why would I, who knows? Maybe the pills that I took, the high blood pressure pills, killed me. I don't know. I'm going to start to cry. Kerry, I'm in the process of trying to settle with an OG mate, not a Marvel ripoff. What is OG? I know. Settle on an OG name, not a Marvel ripoff. How about use your real name? Most food, maybe you shouldn't. Most food has something bad in them, but almost have something that's fine. Maybe almost all. Sometimes it's hard to balance a good diet. No, because you don't want to balance stuff that doesn't have stuff you don't need. That's what I think. My main food is protein. I don't think it's okay to get too fixated on eating the odd bagel or plant. Humans are omnivorous. We can be omnivorous. That doesn't mean that all of the food is bad. All of the food is bad. Kerry says, yeah, use your real name. Maybe use it with an initial or something. I use my real name because I know that I'm going to say something bad, and I want to make sure that I don't, or try to make sure that I don't. That's why I don't say something that's bad. That's why I change my name to my real name, so I can say, well, at least they know it's Lewis Schaffer, and Lewis Schaffer may be on his best behavior. Be sensible and grateful for your food. Yeah, well, what does that mean, sensible? What does that mean? Rest in peace, Hulk. I can't believe he's 71 years old. Oh my God, I thought he was much older than I am. He's the same age as I am. Yeah. I think Chili Peppers sang that song Calcification. That's whatever it is. It is that. So that's my situation. My situation is now, what do I do? I'm taking a bit of aspirin right now, and I'm taking 2 losartans, which are high blood pressure pills. basically. Ozzy, yeah, it's always one person then the other. Very rarely do people die at the exact same time unless they're being killed on purpose. He's too young. I'd have him for breakfast. Oh, my son. Yeah, you stay away from him. No, you want whatever you want to do, you can do. You want to do. Lewis, it's a coincidence you drank that Malibu alcoholic drink you found. Yeah, maybe it had nothing to do with it, or maybe it had everything to do with it. That's a really good point, Russ. Who knows what the right thing is? Who knows? I know that I've been on this show and getting worked up. This is day 44. Maybe that's what did it. Day 44. Maybe what happens is as we get older, our blood vessels get weaker and weaker, not necessarily from high blood pressure, possibly from high blood pressure. But maybe. Crumpets in the house. Many compounds in vegetables are more beneficial than negative. Yes, many. No, they're not. They're not they're not beneficial. They're not. People get into this weird mindset where they think they know better than decades of reviewed science because that'd make a story. I'm not doing it because it's a story. I'm doing it because I think it's right. And number one, I mean, this is whose problem is it? I don't trust the scientists. Broccoli is healthy, but tastes bad. It isn't healthy. It's got tons of stuff in it. It's a fake vegetable. Nobody ate broccoli 150 years ago. It hasn't been sitting there forever. People 250 years ago did not eat vegetables. We're all doomed. Doom, DDD, says Archie. Yeah. So, I don't know. I vape too, says Russ. But I quit the cigarettes 5 years ago. Not everyone can digest veggies, milk, or wheat. Yeah, that's actually true. But a lot of people can digest wheat, and then they get all sorts of illnesses. Do you have any illnesses? Because I have none except that one little thing, which could have just been caused by exhaustion. You know, that's the problem. Lewis, does high blood pressure at least help with below the belt functioning? High blood pressure. Who knows? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not that great down there. We'll see. I mean, that it's generally people that are inclined to believe a conspiracy. First of all, it's not a conspiracy. It's just people are ill-informed, number one. And you're talking about conspiracy as wrong information. What I'm saying, it's alternative information, Crumpet. It's not that I'm a conspiracist. I just, number one, I don't believe a single thing these doctors say. I don't. And they're lovely. And he's telling me to my face. And I don't believe him, number one. Also, nobody ate exclusively beef hundreds of years ago because it was scarce. It wasn't that scarce for many thousands of years. It became scarce. And that's when we developed farming. And if you Google the Kentucky farming history, where they took farmers in Kentucky who were living at the exact same time that the hunter-gatherers were living, and see who had better teeth and who was healthier and who lived longer. Not the farmers. And we didn't eat stuff from Peru. Okay? So let's get back. I'm jumping ahead. Not going into it, as I'm sick of it, but my dead leg got worse. So had a scan, blah, blah, could be an arterial something. Let's talk about something else in a bit. Yes, we will. We'll talk about something else. I'm still interested in my health. Okay. I have red meat, eggs, whole milk, grass-fed butter. I exercise frequently, says Mark Thor Rosian. Frequently. Feel great. My blood work came back good and my cholesterol was high. Yes. The body makes cholesterol and is good for hormones. I agree with that. I don't think my cholesterol, I'm not going to take, they want me to put me on a statin. I'm not going to do it. It's not a conspiracy. It's a cornspiracy, says Warmelian. Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, it's like, let us get people to eat corn. Vitamins are important from different sources, though. Yeah, yes. Why? Why? We only need one type of vitamin, like the sun. Okay. Missing a vitamin causes problems, or no? Yeah, you miss a vitamin, it can cause a problem, but you don't need to get it from beef and from possibly some deficient form of vegetable thing. Yeah. You don't need that much vitamin C. You need vitamin C because the carbs take away the spaces for the vitamin C to go. This is what I believe. So the answer is no, Mark. You need one type of. I've basically eaten only meat, only meat. So, and I am actually, I don't know whether do I look healthy. I don't know. I haven't exercised this week. I've got a bad cough, says Maltese Phil. I would stop coughing. I would never cough, even if you feel like, oh, it's helping me. I don't believe in coughing. Coughing just breaks the cells of the lining of your, whatever it is, your lungs, and that's how you get more sickness and more cancer. Sugar, starch, and artificial fats are the main enemies. Plants have nutrients. Spices have healthy chemicals. But plants have nutrients. I don't think that they have some. They have some nutrients. Spices have healthy chemicals. I don't think spices do. Spices are seeds. We're not supposed to be eating spices. What if you don't want to eat animals? What then? Well, you die. And I'm talking like I'm gonna live forever. Yeah, that's what I believe. Even Ian Higgs, I believe that you got to eat animals because there are 15 elements, something that plants don't have. Berries and plums are tasty this time of year. Yeah, and I eat a lot of them. I don't think they're good for you. How did people survive during World War II, after and before? We did not have all that science. Just wondering. I'm going to tell you how they survived. They survived because they ate a little bit of meat. They ate meat, and they ate milk. And they maybe they didn't eat as much, but they ate something. And fish wasn't rationed. Is that true? I wouldn't take a statin, says Mark Thoriason. Cholesterol is good for health. A diet high in good fat will improve your overall health regardless of HDL, LDL cholesterol. Keep your triglycerides down and you will be good. Yes, well, my triglycerides are down. They're not as down as they were. They used to be 0.7 and now they went up to 0.9. So I agree with that. I agree with that. I like to get a vitamin C, SCA, every now and then. People lived healthier lives back in the day. They were out in the sun in World War II. Okay? Statins, I don't think you need a comma there, but statins ruined me. That's why I'm not taking statins. I want my cholesterol level to be high. I want to be nice and oily. Can you see how oily I am? I want to be oily. I am okay, Claire. I am okay. Thank you, Claire. My mom had to queue for her sausages. Bless her. Yeah, Mr. Schaffer. You say you aren't a conspiracist. Well, we have to define the term what conspiracist means before we go much further. So I'm going to spend a moment with Crumpet defining it. But you don't believe anything doctors say. You don't believe in climate change. No, I don't. Nor in plant foods. No, I don't. Nor in coughing. No, I don't. When does it cross the line? It's quite possible that these doctors mean well. Then it's not a conspiracy. They're not gathering around saying, how can we fool Lewis Schaffer? How can we fool these people? It's not that. So it's not a conspiracist. It's an alternate reality that makes sense. It's like a joke. It's an alternate view of the world. They believe in climate change. Why do they believe in climate change? Because maybe some people were conspiracists and they thought, oh, we can fool people into not using oil. But that doesn't mean that they have conspired in favor of climate change or in plant foods or in coughing. I never heard anybody talk about coughing. I'm the first person to talk about coughing. You should not cough. Coughing causes cancer. Coughing causes colds. That's what I believe. Is it a conspiracy? Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying not that you agree with me, but do you understand, Crumpet? No statins, just money making, harmful. Yeah, those people probably believe in statins. They want to believe in statins. My father used to believe in that. Perhaps it doesn't qualify as a conspiracy. Thank you. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. You could say you disagree. Why? You could say, Lewis, you disagree with everything practically. Everything. All the things that we believe in. Why do you disagree with everything? That's the question, Crumpet, I think. And the reason I disagree with everything is my mother was a manic depressive, and I grew up without much faith. Without much faith. But you seem very anti-mainstream. But you seem very anti-mainstream belief as quite a habit rather than entirely an assessed option. Well, you go down a path. That's also a good question, Crumpet. Crumpet's asking the right questions. Is my mother lied to me? I believe she lied to me because she was told, maybe she didn't lie to me, but she was told a bit of truth that she was told. You have manic depressive. You've got bipolar disease. You've got a chemical imbalance. And that's exactly what she wanted to hear. So she would tell us that. And I thought, there's something wrong with this. And I investigated it. And I said, I don't believe what you're saying. And so in the future, whenever anybody said something more and more, I said, I don't believe you. I think you are wrong. Or you're a liar. Or you're a conspirator. Or you're forming a conspiracy. So that's where it came from. It starts off with one thing. Your mother lies to you, and you think to yourself, you know what, if your own mother is lying to you, maybe other people are lying to you. My own mother went to a mental hospital. She was sent to a mental hospital. So anybody who says that I'm anti-disabled, you can go fuck yourself. Not you, not anybody in this group. I love you so much. Oh my God, I'm so bad. Okay. Doctors tell you LDL is bad cholesterol. Exactly. Which is true. No, it may not be true, but they don't tell you the diet high in healthy fats can raise LDL as LDL is split into A and B grading. If triglycerides are low, then LDL isn't bad. I don't know if I agree with that. From what I know about LDL is not bad. LDL is like the analogy, the fire truck at the place where the building's on fire. That doesn't mean, hey, Kinsey, that doesn't mean that LDL is bad. LDL is not bad. Okay. If it just isn't bad, it's not a danger. It can be, it's not a true marker of ill health. I think being a skeptic is normal human trait, having doubts and so on. Well, especially in this country, in this world, in America too, the whole thing. I don't believe them. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt by saying they believe this stuff. Maybe they're lying. Which one is better? To call someone a true believer who's wrong or a liar? I think they're lying about health. And I don't think they're lying. I think they believe it. I think they're believing it. They've been told this from day one. Day one. Animal fat causes cholesterol, which causes heart disease. They've been told that. I think people trust doctors right up until they hear of a person who has been treated badly by doctors. Then they become more skeptical. Yeah. I mean, even when doctors mean well. You think, the tests are good, but you have to look at the tests a certain way, and you can't look at their little box there. HDL is good. LDL is what is technically bad, Mark the Rison. But like I said, healthy fats are high and LDL are high. The LDL is misinterpreted. Yes, because it's not a marker. Exactly right. It's not a marker. Small particle LDL is bad, but not large particle. All LDL, lipid, whatever it is, they're all the same thing. But some are filled. It's like a piece of belly fat. A fat cell can be okay or it can be fat. Daddy Bannister is here. Hey, Lewis. Lewis, live for real. Big storm on Lao roof here. Speak up. Okay. Big storm. Crumpet. From what I read, LDL is necessary in moderation. Yes, it is. The body produces LDL. LDL is what transports fat around the body. I don't even look at my LDL anymore. I don't really care. I don't care about that crumpet. Okay. The same is true of blood sugar as well as with anything. No, it's not. We need a certain amount of blood sugar. We need like maybe 4% blood sugar, okay, in the blood. But we don't need too much blood sugar. Too much diabetes, not enough, farewell. Too much, you get diabetes, not enough, farewell. Yeah, but where does that sugar come from? Most sugar comes from eating sugary type food. Does it not? I think it does. We're talking about Lewis's health. Thank you, Claire. Thank you for caring. So what does Stig say? No, you should not look at your LDL figures. You should not. You should look at your waistline to see whether you're fat or not. I was thinking about Lewis's health all day. Finally, I found a place to discuss it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did you have your MRI today? Yeah, I had my MRI today, and it looks all good today, but they saw some instances where there might have been damage in the past. But the MRI today is good, which means it possibly wasn't a TIA. It wasn't the thing I had the other day that caused damage, but I might have had some damage. But people have lots of damage, lots of different times. We don't know what caused the damage. It's like when I was tested relatively early on for kidney. I had kidney problems, and they found some kind of growth outside my kidneys, and they said that could have been caused any time. It could have been caused a long time ago. No, your body can break down any macronutrient into blood sugar. No, it cannot break down any macronutrient into carbs, fats, protein. Yeah, maybe it can. Maybe it can. Even zero sugar diet. No, because no, into blood sugar. Yes. Yeah, maybe. No. I don't believe that. No. You want your blood sugar to go down, you stop eating sugar. My blood sugar did not go down. My blood sugar went down when I stopped eating beef and fat. My friend is going to a protest about that. I personally think it's disgusting. What is the protest? Ansel Keys published a fake study that encouraged the American food industry to stop using animal fat. They changed to veggie oil and seed oils. Bad. Yes, exactly. Cholesterol does everything. It creates estrogen and progesterone and testosterone, everything. And and LDL is good. Is an it's an anti-whatever it is. It's anti-germ warfare. My dad died of kidney disease. Well, I hope I don't die of kidney disease. But 15 years ago, I was in really bad shape. I'm in much better shape now. Bad shape. Dizzy Lewis, 100 live peeps. What does that mean? Yeah. So, Lewis, the protest is about the migrants in the Britannia Hotel. I mean, yeah, someone's got to protest. Someone's got to protest. Control breathing to lower your stress. It could be as simple as stress, Stig. Yes, you're right. I've thought about that today. I don't know. I'm not used to breathing like this. Control breathing to lower your stress. Excess added sugars in the diet, simple sugars that cause spikes in blood sugar and insulin are to be avoided, certainly, but blood sugar is a different situation. Yes, you can have gluconeogen, you can produce blood sugar in the liver. You can produce it, but your body has to want to produce it, and most bodies don't want to produce it. I don't know if I really understand this. Maybe I need a mantra. I need to remember to slow down, because right now I'm feeling all stressed out. What is my mantra? I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. Now then, chums, Judith says, what have you missed? You came late. We can't discuss it. You're 40 minutes late. You're a bad girl, Judith. Some people get stressed out more than others. I'm not sure how to stop it, or at least calm it down. Yeah. Because I'd have to sit there and I have to go, am I breathing? Am I breathing wrongly? Am I too stressed out? Should I calm down? Maybe I could get some kind of machine I put on my hand or something. It's a fact that New York Jews are as tough as boots. So you have nothing to worry about. Possibly, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I was told a story. A friend of mine told me a story, not a Jew, where he was, I mean, it's complicated, but yeah, New York Jews are tough as. I normally have a fag, not healthy. Don't tell me off, but hey, do you think maybe having a vape would help? Would help. Health again there, and carbs, yeah, because I went to the doctor today, and we're talking about my doctor's visit, and people are saying I should eat plants, and I should stop eating meat. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. It's not as simple as any one thing, says Crumpet. Crumpet's been very helpful. These things are a result of many factors over a long time. High blood pressure, high saturated fats, no. Low exercise, no. Stress, maybe. Smoking, I never really smoked. There was no it factor. But I do not believe in saturated fats. I believe entirely in saturated fats. I believe in that. I don't think that that's bad for you. I think that if I do have a problem, it's probably I've had too much sugar, even on my low carb diet. Maybe you need to do this activity, live streaming, on alternate days only. Yeah, maybe that's possible too. Maybe it's too. Add a few vegetables to the diet. Nothing wrong with meat, in my opinion. Thank you, Kinsey. I don't want to add vegetables. They're addictive. How many times have I made some carrots and I've eaten a kilo of carrots? A kilo of carrots, that's 100 grams of carbs or possibly more. Okay, music is good for stress, but I'd have to sit there and say, I can't listen to music now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my blood pressure machine. Carrots are supposed to be good for your eyes. Laugh out loud. You're right. Laugh out loud, because it's a. Let me just answer Crumpet here. Crumpet says, I'm not saying in your case specifically. I'm saying in general. Well, I'm saying in general it's good for you. You will have had some of the factors, perhaps, in genetic predisposition. I don't mean to type massive hassles on repeat. No, you can say what you want to say. If you believe it, you can say it over and over again. I'm going to get my blood pressure machine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. If you eat too many carrots, you could turn orange. It's a fact. Yeah. And orange isn't even their natural color. That color's been added to it. Am I right? Hasn't it been added? I think it's been added. I'm wearing this over my shirt because you don't want to see my naked body. And I hope it's all right. Yeah, you hope it's all right? I hope it's all right. Let me plug this in. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay, there was a woman on Robert Kilroy Silk who was addicted to eating carrots. She was very orange. Yes, I've heard that. I haven't seen that, but I've heard that. So what are we there? Maybe you need emotional support animal to relax. Yeah, I need one of you ladies. Okay, I think things are going to change. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so I'm glad I didn't miss the blood pressure. Say, yeah, you want to see this? I've got it right now. I don't know whether you can see it. But I am measuring my blood pressure. It's not good television because the cord is not long enough. But it could be all right. Okay, I need a longer cord. Let me just plug this into a longer cord. A longer cord. Firstly, who doesn't love carrot cake? Can we be honest? Carrot cake is the absolute best, one of the absolute best cakes. Is it not one of the absolute best cakes? Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. I'm doing my blood pressure. I shouldn't do it this way. I'm not talking. Okay, can you talk amongst yourselves? Yeah. Yeah, 188 over 112 at 52 beats a minute. 188 over 112. I mean, my blood pressure's high. It's been high forever. It's been high forever. Even when I took pills, it didn't get that low. It didn't get as low as they wanted it to get. They just gave it to me and said, "Okay, take the pills." I prefer white icing birthday cake with raspberry jam filling and cream. Yeah, I don't know. No, no. Jam filling, no. It's not a cake filling, jam filling. Yes. 182 over 107 with 51 beats a minute. So, how does that compare to today's breakfast readings? We'll measure it one more time. Why don't you guys take your blood pressure? Okay, I've got to measure it again. It a lot of times it just goes default. I always hate Christmas cake. We're talking about food. Nick Dixon was on Patrick's show last night. I didn't watch though. Well, I'm not on tonight's show. So I think my days on GB News are gone. We can talk about that if you want to talk about that. My days on GB News are gone. Archie. So I'm at 185 over 105. I'm going to measure. Can I measure it one more time? One more time. Let me see if I can get below 450 beats a minute and maybe in the 70s. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire. That's what I need. A nice word. Nice word from. That's what men need. They need nice words from women. Yes, exactly, Kinsey. Maybe it isn't. Maybe they've been told by somebody. Maybe they don't want to take the risk. Yeah. Is that yours, 185 over 105? Who knows? Who knows, Carrie? Because you still have hope. That's the hope you have for women, is that they will be nice. Joodles. $170 over 106. So we're going down. We're calming down. We're calming down. That's 64 between 108, between 170 and 106. I'm at 50 beats a minute. I thought Patrick liked me. You know, they told me they said something to me before last week's show, before 2 weeks ago show, and maybe I was they thought I was uncontrollable because they did say something to me. No. No, Kerry. Yeah, we're going down. We're at now 169. Joe, you're right, especially me, but I didn't think I was being bad. I'm trying to make the show. I'm trying to be as interesting as I can be. I miss Crescent on TV too. I miss Crescent on TV. I mean, I try to make the show fun. I still have. I mean, I've got a comedian's ethos. Maybe that's what the problem is. Zingo, what's wrong with that sentence? No, problem. Maybe it's cheaper. Maybe they want younger presenters. Okay, that's 188 over 100 from talking. Okay, so what do you guys make of that? What do you make of it? What do you make of it? So let's just say an average number from that. Do you remember what the numbers were? They range from 185 to 169 over 105 to 107 at between 50 to 51 beats a minute. So I've got a very low heart rate. Anybody have a lower heart rate than I do to make me feel better? Joodles, 188, 1 through 166. What does that mean, 188 over 166? The quieter you are, the lower it is. Try not to get hot about things. It's not easy, but we can change things. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'll just be quieter. No Cox. He was on last week in my spot. I don't know who's going to be on tonight. Maybe they think I've gone back somewhere else. Sometimes people can think that. Okay. That was the top number and the lowest number. No, 185 to 169. But yeah, 185 to 169. Yeah, so 169 to 185. Yes. Okay. They need variety, and keeping older comedians should be part of the makeup. People of all ages watch GB News shows. You know what? A lot of people are tired of old people. I mean, look at what's been done to this country. They've basically, I saw an incredible video by What If Altist. What If Altist. What If Altist. Do you ever watch Nick Dixon's Dixon Company? It's very good. I could watch it, you know. Yeah, I could watch it. It would just probably stress me. I should watch it. I'm too busy. I don't know what it is. My heart rate now is 51 crumpet. Oh, very competitive. A few years ago, when I was really into distance running, my heart rate would get down to 31 to 33 sitting around at night. Me too. Mine was 58, was 28. I don't mean to top you or anything. When I was sleeping, whatever, I think because I did one of those things. Yeah, it was high. It was low. Paul should come on this show for some Cox on Schaffer business. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do something. I love old everything, people, music, cars. We want funny people. We don't care how old they are. I know, but a lot of people do. It's like what if Altist? What if Altist? Look that up. I should maybe put the thing in. He did a brand new video saying how they're killing mating. They don't want us to get together to form families. This was something that I said before. I didn't read that, but this is something that I said, how they're trying to destroy marriage, children, families, communities, counties, countries. They want to destroy us. Do it over Zoom, maybe. Why do it over Zoom? What's the benefit of that, Shanks? Yeah, you could say you like old people, but how old would Hitler be right now? Yeah, hey, good to see a T from you. Yeah, I'm a miserable old goat. Please get Crescent on your show. Let's write down who we want on our show. And I can say that the people asked for Cressida. Okay, who else? Cressida, Nick Dixon. Who else? It could be anybody. It could be Paul Cox. Who do you want on the show? Have you thought about putting together a health food book to say what health problems you solved for you? Or at least that way you're not saying you are giving health advice as much. Well, I think I can give health advice because I'm not a doctor, so I'm not breaking any medical code. Cressida is funny. She's nice, but I don't... Oh, you don't... No. Cressida's great. She is quite funny. And she's not nice, but she is funny. The GB News panel type show is predictable without Lewis or without other out of the box thinker. Thank you, Vatana. Yeah, I think I added something. But if they don't think I've added something, you know, they got rid of some people who were better than me. Mark Dolan. They got rid of what's his name? Not John Oliver. What's his name? Anyway, Claire C., I think Patrick on GB News is a great presenter and passionate about issues he talks about. But I think instead of sitting there talking, he should become a politician and try something. Yeah, 47 people watching. Okay, that's good news. Posh Archie, too. Yeah, maybe Posh Archie. You could talk about that. I mean, I like them all. That's the problem. I like them all. Neil Oliver. Thank you, Joodles. That's what I need, Neil Oliver. If they want younger audience these days, they should run 30 minutes of gaming on GB News too, because most of the younger lot are gamers. Then keep GB1 on for the older gents. Yeah, Nicholas DeSantos. I love that guy too. I really like Nico. I love the guy. I like the guy. Anna Firth. Yeah, that's a good. I'm writing this all down. Where do I have this? Do I have it here in the slum pad of Lewis Schaffer? Do they come down to Peckham with incredibly hard transport links to get here? I'd love to see you with Ricky Gervais. I think he's a really funny, honest guy. Yeah, I'd like to see myself with Ricky Gervais too. I'm writing it down, whether it's realistic or not. Kogan, yeah. Kogan, yeah. I mean, yeah, Kogan. We need comedy late in the day with you on GB News. Well, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. There's a reason. Charlie Booker is good. What is Charlie Booker doing? I want to go back to the 1950s, says Rianne, when life was simple. Yeah. Yeah, it's not simple anymore. It's not simple right now, but maybe that's me. I think Patrick was stupid going to Calais. Here's a message. Please don't let your blood pressure go too high. Yeah. Yeah, it's worrying. Can be worrying. Blood pressure's worrying. Really need comedy. Ricky Gervais would absolutely piss himself talking to you. It would be stratospheric. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I think like Katie Hopkins, who could both put the world to rights. You both could put the world to rights. I like Katie Hopkins a lot. I like that a lot. Katie Hopkins. I find her quite attractive. Tommy Robinson. I mean, then it would be really quite political. Tommy Robinson, yeah. I don't know. I mean, he's persona non grata in this country. She would rinse me. It would be a car crash, or maybe she would agree with me. Maybe she would agree with the horrible things I say about women and marriage. But those horrible things, I saw an hour and 10-minute video about that on What If Altist. What If Altist. Yeah. Comedians would be the best guests, in my opinion, says Shanks. I agree with that. Katie Hopkins, I never used to like her, but now I know a lot more about her. I actually see how she has been wrong so many times. Yeah. Yeah. She's been wrong. She's been wrong. I think she's funny and really bright and to the point. I'm a fan of Katie Hopkins. The one time she didn't agree, she'd ruin you. The one time she didn't agree with me, I guess, she'd ruin you. You'd be devastated. What do you think? I'd be devastated if a woman doesn't agree with me? I mean, yeah, I was a little bit when, I have been, yeah. Okay, maybe I would be. But here, Kerry says that Katie Hopkins would love me. I fancy Katie. I have always fancied her. Yeah. I mean, I could say, yeah. I don't want to say that I'm fancying any one person outside this little group here because I want you to all feel loved and wanted and available. Yeah. GB News are worried about your risque humor. Even they feel the need to be PC. Even they feel the need to be PC. It's disappointing, says Chris King. Yeah, you could say that. Katie Hopkins isn't allowed to love because we do. No more room, says Joe. Katie Hopkins isn't allowed to love because we do. No, there's no more room here. I guess that's what you're saying. Mark J says, I was the same on Katie Hopkins at first, but then seeing whose side she's on politics, in my opinion, did a 180. I would say the same. I think she's actually rather kind, says Carrie. Oh my God, I didn't realize there's that many lovely opinions about Katie Hopkins. Katie Hopkins would bed you, Lewis. She's a man eater. Well, problem is there's not much for me to eat. I've lost a bit of weight. It's the ever-present threat of Ofcom, Chris King, and they have capitulated. I mean, yeah, maybe it is Ofcom. It's not even like this. It's not even like they'll admit that it's Ofcom. Joodles, but you're right. She agrees with a lot that Lewis does. Yeah, that's what I like about her. She agreed. Okay, yeah. I would pay to see Lewis versus Nina Miskow. I've never seen Nina Miskow. I don't know. I mean, maybe I haven't watched her enough. I mean, Nina Miskow. I should look this up. Yes, Katie just says how it is, says Carrie Mack. I watched a podcast with her the other night, and she is such a caring person, and she believes in us, the people, not the politicians. No, not the politicians. It's not just the politicians. There's lots of people who agree with the politicians. Have they caught in a conspiracist thinking? Yes, maybe. Well, there was the one romp in the field with the press caught her on. She's a wild one. She had sex in the field. Who hasn't had sex in a field? Who hasn't? Joodles wouldn't want to watch her have sex in the field. Well, that's for you, Joodles. You're not a guy. I see Lewis ignored that comment. What comment? She's off. No, she's awful, says Shanks. Is that what I ignored? What did Paul Morris say? Katie Hopkins, to me, would be the most challenged F-U-C-K ever. Maybe. You don't know who's... Yeah, maybe. I didn't know. It wasn't on purpose, Paul. It wasn't on purpose. I know, just messing. But you can remind me. Say, Lewis, what about me? No, Lewis. You and Nina. Says Joodles. So Carrie Mack says, she believes in us, the people, the normal everyday people who make things work. Example, your receptionist at a hotel checking in. You. Yeah, probably. The front cover of the Ladybird book of challenging wanks. I don't know if we're allowed to discuss this. Nina is a lefty from the 80s British TV, a limousine liberal. I mean, I don't want to talk to these people because you can't convince them. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. It's hard enough to convince the women here when I say that they're trying to prevent us from getting married, prevent us from having children, prevent us from owning homes, prevent us from having families, prevent us from having communities. They're against us. They're against us. Nina, on the other hand, would love to have you for breakfast, Kerry. Well, it's nice to be loved, too. It's really nice to be loved. You know Lenny Sherman? He's funny. Yes, also Lenny Sherman. Maybe you could have Lenny Sherman on. Yeah, Lenny Sherman. Maybe I'm not that funny. Maybe I'm not as good as, some people think I am. Maybe you guys. She's just exceptionally rude, Kerry. The woman is a lunatic. Paul Morris says, okay, we'll stay online, but can't talk much. Saddest news ever that my dad died way before expected last night. F sucks to the nth degree, yes. Can we say something to Paul to make him feel better? I've known Paul many times, and that's really, really sad. I remember when my dad died, that was really, proper sad. I remember coming home and crying, and a woman said to me, I'm not going to say which woman. She said to me, this was over 20 years ago. She said to me, why do you even care? You never really liked your father. Just like, boom. Some of us women are just nasty and too feminist and against men. I'm all for women being heard, but some really do take the piss, says Carrie Mack. That is true. I think we've been told women are supposed to be just like men or equal to men. And so because women are not equal, you're not the same as men. It's like saying that a man is supposed to be the same as a man. And then, well, what does that mean exactly, that a woman is supposed to be the same as a man? What does it mean? So men go out saying, okay, I'm the same as, like all feminine and stuff, feminine and fun. I think we could all message or tweet the odd person to mention working with Lewis. Yeah, you could do that. That would be, yeah. So here we go. There you go. I'm so sorry, Paul, says Gwen. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, Paul. Double X's, says Joodles. Sorry for your loss, says Shanks. He says to Paul. Ooh, Paul, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah. Paul says, super thanks, folks. We'll pass on the regards to family right now. Yeah, people care. They care. Sorry, Paul. Deepest sympathies to you and your family. Yeah. You, Jared, is in the house. I've joined just at a poignant moment, I feel. Okay. If you give us a 5-minute stand-up, Lewis, we'd let you know if you're funny. What do you do for a living? Do you want to do it for us right now? Come on, do it right now for 5 minutes, and we'll see if you're competent. Come on. Paul says thank you. It means a lot. Condolences, Paul, says Chris King. Women can be worse to other women than they are to men. I saw a video about that. Yes. Yeah, really worse. Much worse. I saw a YouTube video that showed a big woman. Dominic Frisbee. Yeah, Dominic Frisbee. This actually is a help. Anyway. So we showed 2 women doing a post. One woman who was big and quite fat. And I'm sorry, I'm against fat. So I should say, I love fat women, because that's what women do. And every woman who was responding to the TikTok or the reel was going, you go, girl. You're a brave girl. Such confidence, girl. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. All of that. And then they showed a picture of a woman who was quite thin, was wearing a bikini, both wearing bikinis. I would say very attractive. And the negativity directed towards the woman. Maybe you could explain what this means. Miskow, original Polish, would be more like Miskov. Yeah, she's maybe one of my people. Hey, Matt T, 34, 31. Are those your measurements? 34 inch by 31 by 433. You've got a big bottom. Big bottom. Kinsey says, did you see the complaints about the female model doing Marks and Spencer's modeling? People complained because she was too thin. Well, was she perfect thin? I don't even believe in too thin. Almost. I mean, a little bit too thin. Did you see the complaints? That's what Kinsey says. Get J Mac on. Okay, J Mac is another name. J Mac. J Mac. Women are worse than men when it comes to a fight. Right, Lewis. Is Abby Roberts on that list? I don't know if I'm friends with Abby Roberts, but I could probably, Abby Roberts could be. I don't know. Okay. Paul Morris, it's very tough. Sorry for your loss, says Simon Arnold. I had the same thing yesterday for the anniversary of my mother's death in January. It's really, really hard. Russ says, Mark J., women secretly hate other women. I used to work with lots of women who constantly insult each other behind their backs. I mean, I can make an explanation of why this happens, basically. At least you can rest peacefully knowing that you did your best for him. You flew over to Canada. Yeah, so you did your best. I think what it is, I'll tell you what it is. And this is the difference between men and women. And I know you think, we're just the same. You don't think that. And the one person who did, she's not here, which is sad. But women in the early stages of their lives do not need help. A little help they need, maybe to learn how to put on makeup or perfume. But basically, they're all alone in the world. It's a very lonely existence women have. Okay? Men compete via physicality. Women compete via psychology. Yeah, that's what the video that I saw said. And so women they go, listen, I'm trying to remember what the thing was. Women could go it alone. All they need is one man, Melania Trump, and you get a billionaire, and the next thing you know, you're married to the president of the United States. But men don't feel that way. We need lots and I need all you people to be supportive of me. I need thousands of people to be supportive if I'm going to be super famous. Men need other people. We need to pat each other on the back. We need to bond with them. We need to not question them that way. We need to get along with them. But women, I know women say we're best buddies, but I don't believe that. I was raised in a house of women and their friends. And they always hated on each other once the others left. Often over the same thing, gossip behind stuff. Yeah. So what this guy said, I don't know his name, but he's What If Altist. What If Altist. Yeah, I'm talking nonsense. I don't care, Joodles. I'm talking nonsense. Okay? I'm talking nonsense. I could be canceled from here. I could be canceled from GB News. This is what I'm going to be. I'm going to at least be brave. Thank you, Simon Arnold. And what was the point I was making? He calls it this doesn't make sense. G stands for gossip. S stands for, GSR. GSR, which means gossip. They gossip about each other. They shame each other. And not all women all the time. But this is a mechanism for women. I know it's not a male thing. I'm saying I don't care. I'm saying there are women who don't think this way also. I think male promiscuity is often related to validation. I must be okay because women want to sleep with me. Yes, of course. Of course. That's it. That guy. What If Altist. Yeah. Look up his latest video. It's amazing. It's 1 hour and 10 minutes. It's not perfect. The guy's 23 years old, so it's not going to be perfect. Okay, but it is good. Thank you. Thank you, Shanks. Thank you, Shanks. No, so it's all about gossiping about people behind closed doors. It's about shaming people, like the way I'm being shamed because they think I'm anti-disabled. I got called a CUNT. Somebody sent me a message. They're crazy. Women could be just about a job, but it depends on the people. Many women are nice too. No, generally speaking, a man isn't going to speak to everybody and go, like that. Do you think they do that? I don't think that they do that, Mark. Women are rarely kill the people they don't like. Men do. Women, that's something else. That's something else. Women rarely kill the people they don't like, but men kill them. They don't, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Women do kill. They emotionally kill. They get their children to kill their fathers in their eyes. That's a form of murder. Maybe it's not, death murder, but it's a form of murder. Okay? So Kerry Max says, I think we can all agree to disagree. There are just some really nice women and warm and comforting, some not so nice. You're on the wrong stream if you want to let's just agree to disagree. You're on the wrong stream, Kerry Mac. Yeah, I got called a cunning stunt. And female promiscuity is viewed as being a slut, LOL. Yeah. What men are looking for in women are different than what women are looking for in men, generally speaking. Women are okay until they have kids. Then they become weird. They become weird to women without kids. If you don't have children, they despise you. Yes, it's not to all women. they're always the same. But yeah, they despise you because they think you're going to steal. They think you're going to steal their husband from them. I'm definitely not off anyone. I'm definitely not anyone off GB News, says, or Abby Roberts, protagonist, was an older guy with a gray beard, possibly an ex-DJ or promoter. Very fiery. I never saw him again. I don't know. The emotional pressure some women put on men can make them suicidal. Yeah, I mean, women can kill themselves too. At bad times. Female promiscuity is often prevalent in those who have low self-esteem. I think men historically have low self-esteem. That's why we were promiscuous. So all men have low self-esteem and a lot of women, but not all women. Paul Morris says, was just having a quick one in my temp local bar. Someone left the heating on all night, only access to one guy and to any detectives out there. I don't understand that. No more drinking, Paul. No more drinking. Say no more drinking. I used to think Steve Cuff was Steve on GB News, and someone else thought Cressida was here too. Well, is Archie? Is he from GB News? Did I say that? I think I said I liked him. Absolutely, you. It stores up seriously bad mental health. Bonnie Blue's future in her own head will likely be very bleak. Probably, possibly. I don't know. Is that true? Is that true? It's not true for men. I don't think. When a woman shouldn't have babies with a man that should leave, pick your husband well. Then the woman shouldn't have babies with a man that would leave. Pick your husband well. Well, basically, we've all been talked out of having kids and to have mates and to find love. And the slightest little thing happens, we walk out, you know? Oh, John Gaunt. Oh, hey, John. Bonnie Blue is the reason why a lot of women get sexually assaulted. I don't think that that's the case. I don't think that's the case. But I think it's. I don't think it's good. Women are more interesting, says Chris King. Rather spend an evening session with a bunch of women than guys anytime. Guys talk about fighting, effing, and football, but can't fight, can't eff, and can't play. Yeah, well, women have answers that men want the questions too, don't we? Don't we? We want the answers that we want the questions too. You know, your place or mine, now or then. Judel says, I don't disagree, Alex, but men need to learn morality, and I don't know how we do that. So only men have lost their morality in this country, Judels. Only men. Only men. Only men. Yes, they can hide it well, Judels. Okay. Kate Gwynn, hey Kate. I think Bonnie Blue can compartmentalize her mind well. She'll be fine. No, she isn't fine. I've seen pictures of her. She looks like something horrible happened to her. Or more likely that she did something horrible and it wasn't quite as good as she thought. And her mother was there. So you don't know. You don't know. I've seen that look. I've seen that look in a woman's face when she's done something that she was totally gung-ho doing and she didn't want to do. I saw it in my ex-wife's face. Kinsey says, everything that happens to women is because of men. Menstruation, menopause, mental health. That's a funny joke. Yeah, that's a funny joke. And nothing good happens. The fact is that men want them and are willing to give them money is, men have nothing to do with that. Kerry Mack, do not say that anymore. I'm gonna put you on a block. I'm gonna put you on block. Men are the ones 90% of the time who are SA perpetrators, Lewis. So yes, it's them who need to learn. Yes. I'll say yes. I'll say yes to you. Yes to you, Joodles. Yes to you, Joodles. It's always the men. And women never stop their kids from seeing their kids, which is a form of sexual abuse. Because a man has sex with a woman, but he doesn't get to see his own kids. So he's been abused. How about that? How often does that happen? So we're not going to talk about that. So there you go. Kate Gwynn says, Bonnie Blue is just a porn star. Don't say that. Don't say just. Don't say just. There are many of them. I don't like the way people pick her out as being the nasty one. Yeah, maybe because people didn't see it in that form. Maybe they didn't see it in that form. Basically, they didn't see it. They didn't see 1,000. When you watch a pornographer, you don't see that every single time. You don't see a guy sticking, whatever, doing that. So, it's the woman's hour. We don't have to talk about that, but people want to talk about that. A wife is a wife. A wife, if a football player demanded half his assets after breakup, but cried after hearing the man had nothing under his name. It's all under his mom. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is why they don't want you to get married, men and women. And who loses from that? Joodles. At least self-restraint or self-control, if not actual morality. Do you know how... You know what? I don't want to discuss it because it's a lie. It's an absolute lie, Joodle. Sorry. I hear you, Kate Gwynn, but she's the one who was a millionaire, who's a millionaire because she broadcasts herself everywhere. I feel sorry for her. I don't think she knows what's coming in terms of her mental health. Could be, or it could be her mental health wasn't there in the first place. Remember, her mother was there saying, yeah, go ahead, do it. Go ahead, do it. So it's 2 generations of crazy people. It's 2 generations. If a woman can't, I'm not interested. I don't know what that means. She's made loads of money, this woman, whatever her name is, Blue. But at the same time, they took her off of Only Fools or whatever it's called. They took her off because they thought it was bad for business that the channel became associated with people having sex and being naked. I also think that people who like to control what women do. Also, her mother either supports or rejects her. Yeah. So you're saying her mother is a woman or is it men? Okay. Mental can disappear quickly. Yeah, you can. I don't think so. I'm mental. You can't buy peace. I would guess that she's headed for problems, but we don't know. And that's even worse. There are people who say lots of things about what women do, that they're going to end up unhappy. And sometimes they don't. I put my feet up, much easier. Her mother is her agent. What does that mean, her agent? What does that mean? And my wife was my agent. I had a friend whose job it is to edit out whatever it is, erect, from hardcore porn to make them comply with UK regulations. Funny what can pay the rent. Who knew about that? Who knew? I thought there was kind of like freedom in UK porn. But now they're cutting off the it's like Japanese porn. That's interesting, you, Jarrett. Definitely headed for problems. I'd be surprised if she hasn't got them already. Yeah, she looks like she's got them. She's been told to do it by her mom. I mean, it's not a good thing. But then again, that's what I believe. And now you're telling me maybe you hate women if you think that women can't do the same things that men can do. Maybe you're a misogynist if you think that women can't do the same thing. Probably most porn stars have issues, but she's so much better protected than those in the past. Yeah. Is she going to save the money? Is she going to save the money? You know, are people going to want to be seen with her in polite company? I mean, it's a bit sad. Alex says, now they're going to make you verify age to watch porn. And they're going to make you, how are you going to verify age unless you give your name and address and your national insurance number, your social security number? How are they going to do that? Christ, ladies, perhaps she enjoys it. So why not get paid? Chris is a guy. Yeah, why not? Why are you being so against women achieving equality? Why can't you be that way? I think she's done more than those in the past in one afternoon, to be fair. What has she done more? Oh, more than any one porn star. Yeah, could be. Kate Quinn says, Chris, exactly. There is that possibility. What does Judels think about that? Porn destroys men and women. Yeah, except maybe the people who are already destroyed to begin with. Or maybe the people who have gotten over being destroyed. Or maybe the people, whatever. David B. says, I think Samsung or something knows most of everyone's details. Yes, yeah. So they know all the stuff already. Yeah, that's what David B. says. Good to see it. By all means, Chris King, but we are too different in that respect. It'll kill her in the end. Yeah, women, according to Judels, I'm not going to say, are the nice people. Nice. Women are nice. They're really nice. They don't go around telling people horrible things about you because you don't love them. Because of the differences in physicality, men often be physically abused differently, and women often be mentally abuse-oriented, Mark J. So men end up in jail more. Physical assault is more serious by law. Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe men end up because it's physical assault, or maybe people have the poor women, women who porn. That's interesting, Mark. Why do women get away with stuff way more than men? Why does a woman who has sex with a guy in an American or a British high school get away with it? We get told porn is bad, but M is good. Yeah, do we get told this? The men, women who porn always get stigmatized, or people think they are suffering from addictions. But men in porn just get branded as humans who love exhibitionist sex. I don't know if you can make that statement consistently, but hopefully not, Judels. Just giving her the benefit of the doubt. Wouldn't advise anyone to go down that path personally. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to do about 28 more minutes. Okay? We've got 37 viewers. We're going to just do 28 more minutes. Let me take some deep breaths. And let me take deep breaths. Let me take deep breaths. Let me see what we have up here. Let me see if I can find that thing, which is what? I'm going to find that video that I looked at. Now, this guy.
About a year ago,
This guy. I'm going to post this here. Tell me what you think about this thing. I don't agree with everything the guy says. I mean, maybe I have to agree with everything the guy says. Maybe that's the way to be. Let me put this up here. Okay. Where? How do I get this up here? Oh, here it is. Sorry. I'm putting it up here. I'm not here. Sorry. It's not. It doesn't go here. It goes up here. Pay no attention to what I'm doing. I just had a stroke. I've just had a stroke. Okay. How about this? Yes, incoming confirmation bias. I mean, considering it's exactly what I said myself. Okay. Here we go. This is the Discord. You can be on the Discord. I think if you go to the Discord page, invite thing, you can get an invitation. Yes, you've got that too, Joodles. It's something I don't understand. Just trying to stand for her. To me, she is rather stupid. Yeah. I mean, I don't think she's rather stupid. I think people know. I mean, because they're going to the beach themselves. They're going to Cancun or wherever people go today. That's the Americans. They go down to Tenerife and they're speaking to their girlfriends about all the fun that they had. And women in this country are talking about being pulled. They've been, they say men are supposed to be the moral ones. The women should be the moral ones. Yeah, I'm showing off my tech bro skills. It was the producer who showed me that dozens and dozens of times. And please subscribe. Let me see how many people have subscribed. If there's anybody here who's new. We got 33 people watching now, and we got 492 subscribers. So like and subscribe. If you can like, we got 27 likes. I'm not saying this is worth liking. But it's basically men and women are told men are bad, women are bad. I mean, I think women, having been denied access to my children. What is this? What? I've got a message from somebody. Hold on a second. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Let me see what's going on. Oh, okay. Someone is looking at my webpage. Okay, maybe this is wrong. Hold on a second. This is wrong for me to be doing it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to have a life. Like, you can't have a life. You can't answer your emails while I'm talking to you. I'm answering your emails. That's what this show is. Lewis Schaffer answers your text messages and your right. Isn't that what this is? Please like. That would make me happy if you liked. Okay. 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 All right. So let me just turn this thing off. You know what the amazing thing is? I'm going to answer Joodles directly. Okay. Is that if I was raised with only men and only certain kind of men, you could say, Lewis, you haven't spoken to enough women. You don't know what women are thinking. Okay, you could say that, but the women who've played very active areas in my life were completely on your side. Okay? Completely on your side. It isn't like, I never heard that before, but they're completely on your side. They think that men are bad and women are good. I have personal experience, Chris. Women are mentally designed to be used as something buckets. Money may soothe her for the moment, but it will come back to haunt her. Yeah. You're leaving a bit behind in every man you have sex with. You're leaving a man behind. Or leaving somebody behind, leaving something behind. And it's not healthy, too. That's what causes disease. I think men are bad and women are good, Lewis. I don't think men are bad and women are good. You think you called, basically, ask the people here what you said. You said something exactly horrible. That most essays are done by men. When women, I don't want to argue that point because it's too personal for me. Because of societal norms, says you, Jared, it is much more difficult for women to cope with any form of sexual history. No, it's not just sexual norms. Like someone like me, I don't harbor that against any woman. I don't. But in terms of what it can mean to men and women, promiscuity or whatever, it does have an effect on people. 98% of essays is by men, Lewis. It's just a fact. Just ask the Ministry of Justice. Is there like a laugh thing after that? Ha ha ha. Are you making a joke? Ha. You're talking about some women also baby trap men for financial gain. Yes, very bad. Very bad. Yeah. Women think more, sometimes overthink, and that's what leads to talk more than men in general, because the defense mechanisms to physical threats is to outwit and outthink that threat. Yes, so they come up with defense mechanisms to make them strong. Yeah. Were you kidding, Joodles? Was that a joke you made about 98% of SA? Okay. SA is not all abuse, number one. And SA is not all SAing. This is what I believe. And men go around making them and never want to see them, let alone pay for them. Kinsey, I don't believe that. I know a lot of people believe that. A lot of people believe that men don't, but they do. And they totally. Now let's check my blood pressure. I moved across the street from my ex-wife. Men do. I've been to hundreds of meetings where I've seen men. Hundreds. And the ones who don't go to the meetings, you can see there's a deadness there because they can't see their kids. So I would be careful when you say that. That's like saying men don't essay. I've been fooled a couple of times, Lewis. Some women even seemed not crazy for a couple of years, but sooner or later they all catch you off guard with mentalism. Yeah, could be that, or it just could be women are different than men, or maybe you're the mental one. Warmelian, maybe you're the mental one. I don't care. Yes, what does SA mean? They mean, you know what that means. That means a very specific type of sex. Okay? Right. And men have that and women do not have one. So, of course, it's going to be much higher when men do it. But that doesn't mean that's the only form of SA. I always see news, both in the USA and UK, of women essaying teenage boys in school. Yeah, because the men don't complain. It's an embarrassment to complain. Well, you complained about having sex with Mrs. Jones. It's the women. This is what Mormelian says. Your blood pressure is never going to go down when you're talking to these pretty ladies in a chat. Yeah, maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe I can't do this chat really. So what happens if a woman what happens? A woman can you put a period? I'm not reading this because you did not proofread this, Mark J. Can you please write it again? When I was young, comma, Russ, no you put punctuation in there. When I was young, comma, I worked in a bar in the West End, and the only happy men I saw were gay men. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the answer to the question. I believe in equality. I believe men and women can make people equal, but they make them equal, and make them miserable in different ways. Calm. I should be calm. But whenever I hear men are not interested in seeing their kids, they just have a kid and they just abandon them. That's not the case. But today you have to. Yeah. Men, of course, men want a warm place to go home to. They want a warm place to go home to. That's what we want. Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. I thought you might be taking it too easy, Lewis. You've done nearly 2 hours. Yeah. So we're gonna end right now. We're gonna thank everybody for listening to all of this. Is there anybody want to add something right now? Let's add something. Maybe Joodles has some final thing. Maybe show us the link that says that if you're going to be penetrated, it's by a guy, if you're a woman, whatever. And that men are very rarely maybe you could show us that. That's not what I'm talking about, though. Many of my single mom friends have brought up the children on their own, and the dads have rarely bothered. Just throwing in that there. Yeah, that's what they say. They say that. What the mother said about me and my kids. You didn't want to see them. You didn't care about them. You're the only one who can post links here, Lewis. Okay, send me this. I don't know. Let me see if I can find the link. What about in Discord? Can we go to Discord? What is that? 98%? 98% Ministry of Justice UK. There's also a Section 98 of the Ministry of Justice. "98% of statistics of gender perpetrators. The Office of National Statistics reported that 98% of the victims who experienced R-word or A, which is a penetration, since age 16 reported that perpetrators were male." So that is, let me see. How do I save this? Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, this is from Joodles.
Hey.
Hiya.
You all right?
I'm all right. You want to come join us? You want to come say hi? I got a special treat for you. I've got a special treat. Oh my, it's too long. This is too long. Let's just say hello to my number one son, the good son, who would help me if he could help me. Thank you very much. Let me get.
Oh, it's back on the thing.
Yeah, maybe move over a little bit. I don't know which way
No,
we
it's
are.
that way.
Is it
You
that way?
imbecile.
Let me just see if I can delete this thing.
It's the other way.
It's the other way.
Yeah, just no. It's move that you can literally just move that. No, it's just.
I mean, I can move this.
Or you can move that, Dad. Or you can move that.
Okay, say hello. That's Carnegie. Yeah, this is my good-looking son. Did you get a haircut, or is that still your bad
No, this
haircut?
is still my hair.
Is it?
It's really trippy seeing myself.
Yeah, that's how it
seconds
works.
after.
Yeah.
Hi Joe. Hi Hugh. Hi Shanks. Hello everyone. Hey Warmelon. I mean, it's me.
Yeah.
If you wish,
There you go.
You wish you were.
Your hair's Kerry. Remember, you need the
Yeah,
apostrophe.
my hair grows fast.
It grows fast. You got good hair. Maybe he's got the same.
fine.
Maybe he's got the same genetics as me. Because no.
I think it's Mum's genetics. She has good hair. I got Mum's hair. Columbus got your hair. No?
Does Mom have good hair?
Yeah. He looks like a young Sid Vicious. All these.
Yeah, he's got a punk rock look to him.
With me, longer hair, way better. Way better.
Is it way better? Yeah.
I mean, I'm still so good.
Well, why did you get your hair cut like that?
I got it cut and then I didn't like it. And I had a manic episode and I just went to just take it all off.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter, does it?
Be careful using the term manic episode.
Okay, it wasn't manic. I
You got very excited.
I got very excited. That
Was I
There's a
supportive?
conspiracy theory in chat that me and you are the same person. I'm not convinced, to be honest.
Are you Warmelon?
I mean,
Well, we
me and
can't-
Warmelon haven't been in the same room together, so
How do you know that? And we can't see your hands. Are you typing? Corner?
I might be typing. I only got one hand up.
You do have one hand up. There you go.
Is that a conspiracy theory? That's well known.
Can you answer this, Warmelon, to prove my point? What is the point you're asking? I mean, my hair used to be amazing. Maybe we should sit seats and I'll come over here.
It doesn't matter.
It does. People want to look at you.
They can see me.
let
It's the
them-
same thing.
No,
Left and right.
no.
The same thing.
No,
Yeah. No.
I don't know what you mean. No.
God.
So I sent this to Joodles. Let's see. I don't know if this thing works.
Well, you didn't do it properly. You clicked.
Yeah.
You clicked like
We're not going much longer. We're only going for another 5 more minutes.
another 5.
Another
more
5 minutes because I'm a bit tired.
Hello, Kerry Macca.
Have you noticed much of a change in me since I went to the hospital?
Yeah. Like you're on your last legs.
I'm on my last legs. Okay.
I tell
I forced
people
that.
this is like the last days for you.
It could be. You think so? Yeah. Don't cry. They can't see you. So what is the point? If you're in this section here, I'm going to have to delete you from this section.
I've come to they can see me through
They
this section.
cannot sleep. Just keep.
They can
Come over here. Come over here.
Oh my god! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
There you go. Just come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. We know that Carnegie has asked a friend to continue posting under Warmelon's profile just to distract. Have you done that?
Don't bloody tell them that. Jesus. Our secret is.
Show both your hands. You got great big hands. Do you do any muscle building? Show at the same time.
Wait, let me just flex some arms right quick. I got smaller. Wait, I can't. It's so. Oh, it's so trippy seeing like myself like 5 seconds after.
It is true. Don't look. No, I think if you look here.
That's better. Yeah. Why isn't it on there?
Because it has to leave here to go to YouTube.
And you went to YouTube.
Yeah.
What have you been talking about today?
Are
you just being on some depressive rant?
Yeah,
About your life's ending.
In the beginning, and then I got angry.
You just got a bit dizzy, Dad. Like, relax.
You think that's what it was?
Okay, it probably is a mini stroke, but still.
But still, we're not sure it's a mini stroke. It might just be.
No?
I think it was just dizzy, but it was dizzy because my blood pressure was so high.
Why was it high, Dad?
Because I get worked
People
up.
want to know why it was high. Why was it so high, Dad?
Yeah.
You post your diet every day. Why was it high?
Because maybe my diet isn't working. Number one, second, or even worse, because I've had high blood pressure since I was 22 years old, since I was exactly your age. So see what
from 22 then.
see what people have said. So Vantanai says he's Angela Rayner. That post is correct. Or what post is? Which post are you talking about? Thanks, Chris.
Yeah. There's not much.
Man, those are decent biceps. Is that from carrying all of Lewis's fan mail?
Yeah, I'm his lapdog.
Lapdog, yeah. Well, some sons have got to do what the dad wants him to do. Lewis wants to ban women. Did I say that?
Well, you are a known misogynist.
Who says I'm a misogynist?
You.
Yeah, but don't tell them that. I'm not a known misogynist. Lewis is sneaking Kit Kats. That's why his diet. I had Kit Kats. I had a Kit Kat 2 days.
Really?
Because you're in the hospital and you just want to eat that stuff because there's no good food in the hospital.
The ice is, it's not that bad. It's that you're at the age. This is like the last days for you. Like I should really be like cherishing these moments.
Well, do you know who died? You probably don't know the guy. What's his name?
The rock star.
Not just the rock star.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Hulk Hogan. Have you ever heard of Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan died. Everyone's dying. Why is everyone
70.
dying?
My father would say. Your grandfather would say. New people are dying every day. That's a sign.
But there's another side to it. New people being born.
Women want to ban Lewis. Yeah, they do want to ban Lewis because because I'm not saying men are so bad. Men are so bad.
Men are worse.
I mean, you just have to what the information that Joodles gave is not the information that's the relevant information.
Because Joodles is law around here, around these parts.
Yeah, is what? Joodles is law.
Yeah.
Joodles is law.
I don't want to ban.
So what was going on at work today? Were you? Don't mention where you're working, but
I'm not going to mention like you mentioned your friend's son the other day.
Possibly
Jay.
I did. No, we're not mentioning. We can't mention him. Men are worse, says, yeah. And when a woman says that men are Carnegie,
I was joking, Kinsey.
Did you? Yeah. Well, at least my son can read. He's a good reader. Are you a good reader?
Yeah, in my head.
In your head? What does that mean?
What if I were to read out loud? It's like you trying to read out loud. It's like you're way better at reading in your head.
You know, you were a better reader than your brother at one point.
Oh, yeah, you keep saying.
That's true. Have I lied to you? Have I ever said anything like that to you before?
Yeah, and then Columbus just kept reading.
He kept reading.
And I had a social life.
Yeah, no. Did you have a social life? I'm not so sure about that.
I did.
I wish I had a horny teacher at school. I need to have sex. I'm frustrated, said FM Ghost. Can we be nice? The scenery is really improved. What a looker. They're calling you a looker.
I am a looker.
Isn't that a form of abuse, Joodles, to call somebody a looker?
It is.
Like
Stop
that?
Objectifying me.
Yes, stop objectifying. Don't keep it.
I'm underage.
Yeah, you could. You're not underage for what? For these women? No, you're not. What about You can objectify me. You can say whatever you want to about me. You could say I'm a looker. Hand over to Carnegie, Lewis.
You were called a DILF the other day by one of my friends.
I was called a DILF.
Daddy, I'd like to fuck.
No.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Was she a what is
No,
it?
it was a he.
A he? Was it a he?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, come on!
Ah, you gotta take it.
Don't take it. Anyway, we're hand over to Carnegie.
Fella?
Who is it? Me?
Yeah, are you?
No, I don't think I am. Not anymore. Look at this thing here. Look at this. This thing is horrible. This thing is horrible. Okay, we're going to say goodbye, everybody. No. This has been an all right show. Has this been the best show? This has been the best show we've had. Best show we've had.
Always say that. Though.
I know. I have to say.
And then
it.
you also
I
adversely
don't
say
always
it's been
say
the
it.
worst show.
No, I've been saying these shows have been bad, but you, the audience, have not been bad. I've been bad because I should go. Oh yes, men are so bad, but I can't do it. I can't keep it to myself.
What have you been talking about this whole time? Just women. Like...
No, we've been talking about me being my health and trying to justify my possible illness, and then we were talking about men and women, and essaying.
Yeah, that's great.
It was a good show. That's not good enough. It's got to be great. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, I hope. Thanks, Joe. Thank you, David. You want to say goodbye to some of these people on my behalf? Read upwards from here.
Thanks, Kinsey. Thanks, Shanks. Thanks, David B. Thanks, Kerry.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris King. This is funny.
Yeah.
Hugh Jarrett. Hugh Jarrett sounds like a made up name. Like huge, like I can't say like
Oh yeah.
huge.
No. So keep read upwards here. Let's see who else. Have you Rachel? Make sure we don't forget Rachel. I don't think we even included Rachel in this thing.
Are there any haters of you on this? Do you get haters on this?
No, maybe no. We've got no. I mean, you get people who are like mad at me because of something I said. You know,
But if they're getting mad, that's really just
no. They might not hate me.
If people actually take what you say seriously, like then I actually feel bad.
Yeah, well, they should take what I say seriously. I don't take what I say seriously.
Exactly. So why should they?
Archie Klum is here. There's Archie Klum. Let's see, Russ, Mark J. Good to see you, Mark. Let's see who. Kerry. Do we have
I
that?
don't think this is not like an.
Okay, go up here. Simon. Simon.
Mark J.
Mark J. Yeah.
I don't think.
Kerry Macker. Let's see. So we got the people here.
Well, it's been a great show. Go back down. Go back down. There's people talking. Go back.
Are they
down.
talking? Okay, just that's it. We can't.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna have a burger.
Lewis's definition of mad is disagreeing with me. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Wait.
No.
Lewis's definition of mad is this.
No. The way you need to argue is you have to go. I know you're saying this, Lewis, but that's to me is the right way.
You just try to say it without the.
We had a horrible one the other day who hated on me. I survived. Oh, I didn't hate on you.
Oh, Joe's a survivor.
Oh, the other guy. Somebody hated on Joe.
Joe's a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm a yeah. She's a survivor. She's one of the richest women in the world. She's a survivor.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
What's her name? That whoever that was, Chris King. Okay, she was gorgeous. Bye, everybody.
That was a lovely song.
That was a lovely song.
Okay.
Okay. End stream.
Lovely.